We are officially 6 days out. Today is November 16th, 2025. If you didn't check out my last video, go check that out. But just to break down how yesterday was, I got a refeed. My steps got cut basically in half. All my cardio was pulled, and I pretty much just got to eat and relax. And my workout was like a 70-75% effort workout, just moving the blood around, filling up glycogen stores. And we woke up this morning tighter, and we were down 0.2 of a pound. So checked in with my coach. We're running the same exact diet plan that we ran yesterday for today. So it's another refeed. If you wanted to take a look at what that looks like, it's a little over 3,300 calories. Check back on my page, or I'll have the video tagged somewhere over here so you can take a look at it. But more food today. Step count got raised up a little bit. We're aiming for 10,000 steps today. Gonna hit some legs at like 50-60%. Really do not want to add any fatigue onto my legs. They do really, really well when fatigue is low. You get to see those real deep cuts all the way up my quad, my rec fems, and it's a much better look when I'm not pumped up in the legs or all that fatigue and inflammation builds up. So trying to avoid that, just looking to get a little bit of blood flow moving through them. Probably 1 or 2 top sets on each movement. I don't even know if you call them a top set. It's probably give out on the set at like 5 reps in reserve and lower weight than typical. So not super exciting, pretty much just what we have to do. I do wish I could crush my legs because, you know, I'm a bodybuilder. That shit's fun. Who doesn't like to murder their legs? But doing it all for the love of the game, for the sake of being the best bodybuilder we can on stage. And the clock is ticking. So sometimes more effort is not going to be beneficial. This is one of those times. Leaving the house, gonna stop at this local gas station, which I referenced in my last video, and I didn't make it there yesterday because I was just lazy. But we're gonna hit up there. I'll show you guys how insane their energy drink, protein, their whole selection is. It's a bodybuilder's dream. I can't wait to go there when I'm not on plan, and it might be crazy to you, but I like eating like protein snacks and stuff like that. I enjoy it a lot. We're gonna head there. I'll show you guys what I get, because I only have today where I'm allowed to drink diet sodas or energy drinks or anything with an artificial sweetener in it. So gonna get my last 1 or 2 energy drinks and enjoy those today while I still can. And then from this point out, I mean, it's not like we haven't been locked in, but yeah, we're stepping it up a notch. Really trying to come into this show as dry as possible. We want to be bone dry. I'm going to be one of the biggest guys on stage just because I'm pushing the top end of my weight cap, and size has never really been an issue for me. But once again, I've only done regional shows. I've never hung around some guys who are on national stages, so it's going to be a different animal 4 weeks from now. But come next week, I'll most likely be one of the biggest guys on stage in Classic. It's just about getting really, really sharp. Bringing in the hamstrings, the glutes, getting the lines out in the legs, and you know, my shape is good, my size is very good. Not to be arrogant, I know my place, but we just need to get absolutely peeled, and getting the fatigue, the water off, and resting, recovering, filling up the glycogen stores, and having that muscle press up against the skin. It's all gonna make that much of a difference. So I'll check in with you guys at the gym. Let's get to it. This gas station over by my house that has the most insane energy drinks, protein shakes, everything you could imagine. And yesterday I didn't have a chance to stop there. So today we're going to be hitting it up. Also, little hack I wanted to mention. I would call it a prep hack, but realistically it's something you should be doing year round. I parked all the way back there, and the gas station is all the way over here. I could have parked real close to it, but it's an extra, I don't know, 500, 600, 800 steps. And I tend to do that pretty much everywhere. So at the gym, I park far away. If I'm going to the grocery store, I try to park far away. Just adds steps, keeps your body moving, keeps your metabolism up, and it's energy in versus energy out. Even in your peak off season, it's good to have cardio in, to have steps in, keep moving. What's up, man? How are you? So here it is. Let's just run through it. Every C4 you could imagine. Ghost, Rise, protein shakes, Gorilla Mind. You never see that anywhere. Pre-workouts, Total Reward, Bum, Red Bulls, Muscle Milks, Premier Protein, Alani Nu, Bucked Up, Bangs. They even got like Kratom energy drinks, which is pretty crazy. Today is the last day that I get to have any sort of artificial sweetener, energy drink, soda, so I have to choose wisely. And I was gonna look for, they have a Rise frosted lemonade, and I don't see it. They must have sold out of it. Pretty much anytime I see it here, I grab as many as I can, so. And even more than just the energy drinks. Protein gummy bears, chocolate bars, protein, every single protein bar, brownie, cake that you could imagine. It's crazy. I'm going to be having, before this show, I went with the Gorilla Mind Orange Ice Dream and the OG Ghost. I haven't had the Gorilla Mind yet. I've never had, well, I've had Gorilla Mind before, but never this flavor. So that is kind of ballsy, getting a flavor that I'm not familiar with when it's going to be the last one that I get. But I was originally looking for the Rise Frosted Lemonade. They didn't have it, unfortunately, of course. So, just felt like switching it up. And that Ghost OG, really good, super sweet, fruity. Finishes with like a bubblegum flavor. It's good, you know, solid. Definitely going to enjoy those, and not right now. Gonna put down my pre-workout on my way to the gym, and we're gonna go hit some legs. So I will see you guys there. So I posted on my Instagram earlier asking a little Q&A. Pretty much said, ask me anything. Doesn't have to be related to bodybuilding. Could be related to bodybuilding. Most of the questions are. And a lot of the questions are pretty good. So I figured I'd get into that. What's one habit that you've built during prep that you want to carry into your off season? It's a really good question. I can't say exactly a habit that I've built during this prep, but preps in general that I carry into my off season, some habits that I've learned and built up over the years. One would be consistency in hitting my steps. Daily movement is such a big factor when it comes to energy expenditure, how much you could eat, keeping things regulated, cardiovascular health, a whole lot. So definitely want to make sure I'm hitting my steps every single day, regardless of it's in prep, in the off season. For the majority of the time, it's definitely a habit I like to maintain. It's a goal I like to hit. It's one of those things where you're a bodybuilder. Every single day matters. You check off boxes every single day. Your step count should be one of those boxes. Your training, your meals, your step count, your sleep. It's all important. It all adds up. Are you going to get tatted? I do have a couple tattoos. I am a big fan of tattoos. I will probably wait until I retire from competing to get anything significant. I might work up my form. Realistically, if it were socially acceptable, I would get my throat, the back of my head, the back of my neck, all the way up. I would be pretty much covered. But since it's not, since I deal with the public for my job, it's something I'm going to have to hold off on for now. But yeah, I love tattoos. I will get more in eventually, but in due time. What is a dream you have outside of being a bodybuilder? I dream of being financially stable enough to support my wife and myself to the point where she doesn't have to work. I can automate whatever systems I have business-wise and kind of be able to take a step back from actively working, because I do actively work about 50, 60 hours a week right now doing construction. Just figuring out alternate sources of income, finding passions that make money that I can do that aren't super time consuming. So yeah, basically just searching for passive income to the point where I would be able to retire my wife and eventually retire myself. You know, just enjoy life, travel. I would love to travel more. It's a dream of mine. Haven't really been able to too much due to financial constrictions for the most part, time constraints, life. But we've all been there. That is what it is. Eventually be able to travel more, be able to do more stuff. And yeah, those are my dreams outside of being a pro bodybuilder. Piggybacking off of this, next question, where to next for vacay, LOL. Ironically enough, I'm going to be going to Cancun the day after Christmas, spending a week in Cancun, spending New Year's there, which is going to be a really well-deserved, nice, relaxing trip, considering I've been on prep. Currently, I've been on prep for 22 weeks. By the time I finish up at Nationals, it'll be 25 weeks of busting my ass. On top of working full-time, there's just a lot going on, so it'll be really, really nice to be able to take a step back for a week, reset, recharge, recover, relax, eat, drink, and not worry about a damn thing. Favorite gym if distance didn't matter? It's a really good question. I haven't explored too many gyms. So currently I train at South Shore Iron in Patchogue, New York, which is about 30 minutes away from me. And I do take that drive because I like the gym so much. So it's like an hour commute every single day just to hit the gym. And realistically, I don't think there's anywhere else that I would want to go. There hasn't been a gym that I found that I enjoy more. Obviously, I've been to Bev Francis Powerhouse, ProFit, Deer Park, ProFit Ronkonkoma. But yeah, my home-based gym is my spot, South Shore Iron. Do you think bodybuilding makes people more humble? This is a good one. Depends on the person. Depends on the circumstances. I think people who are actual competitive bodybuilders will become more humble through the sport. It's a humbling sport. You have to realize the amount of work and dedication and effort and time it takes to be good at the sport. Unless you're an absolute genetic phenom and you're beyond gifted. And then even still, you have to put the effort in. It's one of those sports that is very humbling as a competitor. If you consider yourself a bodybuilder and you don't step on stage and you are just an enhanced individual who gets the excess emotion from the enhancements, then you're not likely to be more humble. You are likely to be more arrogant, which, like I said, it depends on the person. Does bodybuilding make people more humble? Typically, if it's an actual competitive bodybuilder. If it's someone who claims to be a bodybuilder and they're just a gym rat juice head, probably not. What's the most important thing bodybuilding has taught you? Discipline, time management, and breaking beyond barriers that I didn't think were possible. Having those days where everything hurts, everything's difficult, you're tired, you're hungry, you're exhausted, you're deprived, you're giving your all to every little bit of whatever you're doing because the energy you have to give isn't much. And then being able to do it the next day. And then being able to do it the next day. And feeling like you're hitting a wall, but you're able to break through it. it's that mental toughness, that mental fortitude that comes from pushing yourself that way, that I don't really think there's much else, unless you're like an ultra marathon runner or, you know, something extreme where you're pushing your body to the limit. There's not much else where you can find within yourself what you're capable of. And that is probably the coolest thing ever to me. How long have you been married? Congrats, man. Thank you. I've been married since June of last year. So about a year and a half. It's been amazing. We've been together for almost 8 years at this point. Married for a year and a half. And we had our wedding as a destination wedding. We got married in Punta Cana last year. Absolutely gorgeous. Best decision we ever made was to do a destination wedding because we got to party for 10 days straight. We got to celebrate with all of our loved ones on a tropical resort. And it cost 1/5. It cost 20% of what it would have cost to have the wedding in New York for 5 hours, getting pulled around in every single direction, having to take pictures, having to do this, do that. We obviously dealt with that the night of the wedding, where we're getting pulled in 20 different directions, and we were only able to really enjoy it for a couple hours. I couldn't imagine spending the amount that you have to have a wedding on Long Island, only being able to enjoy it for a couple hours, and you wake up the next day and that's it. We woke up the next day and partied with everyone some more. So that was amazing. I wish I could go back to that. Your dream cheat meal. Perfect question to ask someone who's a week out, because I've been thinking about this forever. Dream cheat meal. Honestly, I love sushi. I want to do an all-you-could-eat sushi spot after the Long Island show. It really depends. I'll eat fucking anything right now at this point, man. I just don't want to like nuke my stomach completely. I mean, after nationals, that's when I enter my off season. So I'm gonna do a video 24 hours eating around Dallas the day after nationals. So we're gonna do it up. But I mean, favorite cheat meal typically is sushi. Like in my off season, sushi. Burger and fries, or chicken sandwich and fries. Love fried chicken sandwiches. I don't go like super crazy. I do love sweets, but I prefer having a cheat meal that feels productive. If anything, I'll get the sushi, I'll get the burger and fries, chicken sandwich and fries, and then I'll have like a little sweet after. But like my last off season, not the one leading into this prep, I used to get like a 6-pack of crumble cookies and eat that as my cheat meal, and wondered why I got fat in the off season. Stupid. So that looks like all the questions I've gotten today. Definitely a lot of good ones. I really appreciate everyone reaching out, asking these questions. Yeah, so if you liked this video, please drop a like, subscribe, share, all that good shit. And that wraps it up for today. That wraps it up for 6 days out. Tomorrow we are 5 days out. We really start to turn the heat up. It is really real. And it's really exciting. And I haven't been on stage in over a year and a half. So I'm really, really looking forward to it. Really looking forward to doing it on my home turf. I have a lot of people coming out to support. And I'm so beyond grateful. Every single one of you. Even if you're not going to be at the show. Even if you're here watching, I'm so beyond grateful for your support. It means the world to me. It's so cool to see that I'm able to inspire even just one person to improve their life, let alone however many followed me since. But it's a really rewarding, gratifying feeling, and it's super exciting, and I really just can't wait. Every day is dragging a little bit just because of how excited I am. But yeah, just stay tuned. More videos to come. Most likely doing a 2-day out video, 1 day out. And I hired a videographer to film 1 day out and show day. So expect to see a movie for that. Really excited to get going with that. And to have more rapid updates, you could always follow me on Instagram. Instagram's in the description below. It's at Gavin Holroyd. But yeah, it's been a hell of a ride so far, and glad you guys are here for it. So on this one, I'm tuning out. I'll catch you guys in the